So next question. It says in a party 75 persons took tea, 60% took coffee, 15% took tea and coffee. Now no one taking milk takes tea, each person takes at least one drink. So what you have to do, you have to first draw progressively Venn diagram. So first thing is, in a party 75 people took tea. So this, let's say, represents T. T is equals to 75 people. Then 60 people took coffee. So this is coffee taken by 60 people. Then it says 15% took both tea and coffee. That's why I have drawn an intersection. So 15 people took both tea and coffee. This is fine. Now one thing you can find out right here is, if 15 people took tea and coffee both, how many people took only tea? How many people took only tea? That means if this whole thing is 75 minus 15, so this comes out to be 60. Similarly, if this whole is 60, this whole is 60, this is 15, so that means this is 45. So 45 people are drinking only coffee or not drinking tea. Okay, now only coffee. Then it says each person, next is no one taking milk takes tea. So anybody who's taking milk does not take tea. Then what you do? Anybody taking milk does not take tea. That means milk will be somewhere here, maybe intersecting with the coffee. Maybe intersecting with the coffee, does not matter, but not with tea. Now it says each person takes at least one drink. That is, if I sum all these areas, then I will eventually get to total number of people in the party. Why? Because there is no one who is not taking any drink. So if I start counting that, how many people take tea, coffee, like this, if I keep counting, eventually I get to a figure that is the total number of people in the party. Fine. Then it asks you how many persons attended the party. How many persons attended the party? Now, to answer this first statement, 50 persons took milk. Now, 50% took milk. So this M is equals to 50. But does this help you find out this? You understand this? So basically, I need to have this and this value. Then only I can sum all the black ones and I can say total number of people in the party is this much. Correct? That only represents. Otherwise, I will be counting twice, thrice, I don't know how many times. For example, this might have been, if I added 75 and 60, this would have been counted twice, because these people are drinking both of them. Correct? So now, let's say they are counting cups. So basically, I am trying to find out independent ones. Okay. So this. Now I am searching for milk. That I cannot find using 50% took milk. This is wrong. Then second statement, number of persons who attended the party, okay, is 5 times the number of persons who took milk only. Oh, who took milk only? Who took milk only? Let's say this is X. If this is X, number of people who took milk only. Second statement says number of persons who attended the party is 5 times the number of people who took milk only. So that means the sum of all this, eventually the sum of all this becomes 5x. Now see, now you can add all of them. Why? Because you can add 60, 50, and here this whole area, this was drawn before, so this whole area is actually covered by this 45. So even though I don't know how many people drink both milk and coffee, but I know this total area has to be 45. This I know, and in this area I include this also. And this area is what? Number of people who drink only milk. So that is also covered. Now I can add them all, and the sum should be equal to number of people who attended the party. So I just add all of them. What it becomes? It becomes 60 plus 15 plus 45 plus 45 plus x is equals to 5x. That's it. It's a single variable equation, can be easily solved. What you are getting does not matter actually. 75 plus 45, this will come out to be 120, and 5x minus x is 4x. So x will come out to be 30. I'm just doing the calculation for the sake of it. Does not matter. Once you get one equation, one unknown, you know this can be solved. So now have you used the first statement? No, only using the second statement you are able to answer. First statement was not enough to answer. So answer becomes, the question can be answered by using one of the statement alone but cannot be answered by the other statement alone. Answer becomes A. Understood? Okay, little tricky because usually we try to find these values also, then only count the number of attendees, but that is how they have given it. Then next, now what this one says, it says consider a 3-digit number. What is the number? So first thing is what it is asking, it is asking you the number, कि number कौन सा है. Then it says the sum of the digits of the number is equal to the product of the digits. Okay, so it's a 3-digit number, so let's call it xyz. Let's say xyz is that number. Now first statement is saying sum of the digits is equal to product of the digits. That means sum of the digits is x plus y plus z is equal to product of digits, means x y z. Now how many numbers do you know like this? How many numbers do you know like this that has this property? Okay, so this has been asked several times in UPSC. In 2025 also they used the same thing. Previously in 2022 also they used the same thing, that is sum of numbers is equal to product of numbers. This is a very unique pairing and it is formed by 1, 2 and 3. So 1 plus 2 plus 3, if you see 1 plus 2 plus 3, this is equals to 1 into 2 into 3. So this becomes 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6, and this also becomes 2 into 3 6. So this is a very unique triplet that we have. Now you can also think of other triplets. For example, you may think that there is another triplet like 1 plus 0 plus 1. Now if you multiply them, it will be 1 into 0 into 1. No, but this is not satisfying. 1 plus 0 plus 1, 1 plus 0 minus 1 will satisfy, and this will be 1 into 0 into minus 1. Then this comes out to be 0 and 0, but this is rejected. Why this is rejected? This is another pairing that you need to remember. So one pairing is this 1 2 3, and the other is minus 1 0 1. These are the two pairings that give you this result, but this is rejected. Why? Because these are digits of a number. Now digit cannot be minus 1, correct? So digit cannot be 1 0 minus 1, it does not make any sense. So that's why this gets rejected. So only possibility that you have will be formed using 1 2 3. So what are the numbers? 1 2 3 is one possibility. Clearly sum of numbers is equals to product of numbers. Now if I change their order, it does not matter, correct? It will still hold the same property. So what are the other numbers? So 1 2 3, 1 3 2 is also one number, just I have rearranged, same thing. Then I can have 2 1 3, I can have 2 3 1. Similarly now I start with 3, so I can have 3 1 2, I can have 3 2 1. How many numbers I can have? I can have 6 numbers like this. How do you know it will be 6 only? Because these are 3 numbers and number of arrangement they can have is 3 factorial. 3 factorial is 6. So these are the 6 numbers that are possibility for first one. The sum of the digits is equal to product of digits. Now it is asking you what is the number. So this is what kind of question? This is a kind of question in which you should get a unique answer. What is the number? So there is a very one small box where you have to fill that number. If you can fill that number, that is sufficient, otherwise not. Now here you have all these options. That means you don't have a definite number. So 1 is not enough. Then next, the number is divisible by the sum of the digits of the number. So first one is not enough. Now I'll try for second statement. Now forget the first one. Let's do the second one. The number is divisible by the sum of the digits of the number. Okay. So the number that is xyz is divisible by sum of digits. Now see, number xyz, this is equals to 100x plus 10y plus z divided by sum of digits, that is x plus y plus z. Correct? When this is divided, it gives a perfect or a integer, that is, this is divisible. Now see, now see, how many numbers can you have like this that will have this property? Okay, where have you seen this property that sum of digits is divisible by that number? Where have you seen this? You must have seen this in divisibility rule of 3. So number, for example, if you take triple one divided by sum of digits is what? 1 plus 1 plus 1, 3. And of course 3 divides triple 1. Similarly, you can have many more. You can multiply it with 2, so this becomes triple 2 by 3. Correct? This is also divisible by 3. 2 plus 2 plus 2, 6. Then you can have triple 3 by 3. You understand this? So there are many numbers like this. If I count, there are more than 100 numbers like this, around 100 numbers that you will get like this. But that means, first thing, second statement is not giving you a unique answer. There are many like this, where the number is divisible by the sum of digits. So second is also not enough. But now we will try for combination. So see, here you're getting many values, triple one, triple two, triple three, triple four, triple five, like that you get many values. So basically, what is a better strategy is to check for these 6. This is limited. So let's check for these 6. If by using statement 2, I can get to some unique number that I can fill here, then that is my answer. So let's see. Now, sum of digits is what for all of them? Sum of digits is what? Sum of digits for all of them is 6. This you understand? 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 3, 6. So sum of digits for all of them is 6. Now, if 6 has to divide any of these numbers, first thing, it has to be even. 6 cannot divide a odd number because 6 is even itself. 6, 12, 18, 24, all of them have to be even. So first let's eliminate all these that are odd. Odd hai, odd hai, odd hai, odd hai, odd. How many I am left with? I am left with 2 options, 132 and 312. Now, if you take these two numbers, 132 and 312, they satisfy the first property, sum of digits is equals to product of digits. Yes. Then do they satisfy the second property? Yes. Divided by their sum of digits, divisible by 6, correct? Divisible by 3 to 5. Then at last you are getting 2. So both the properties divisible by 2 and 3, that means divisible by 6. So both of these are actually showing both of the statements true, or showing both the properties. That means still even after using these two statements, I don't know which one should I fill here. I'm not getting to a unique answer. That's why even both of them together is not enough to answer the question. So the question cannot be answered even by using both statements together. Okay, so it was a difficult one, of course, from number system. So basically this understanding, now if you would have done this question, okay, let's say not an exam, but after that, then you would have at least known this. Now this year they asked a very simple question just on this concept, that is sum of numbers is equals to product of numbers. What may be the numbers? So you have to count the number of possibilities, just this. That's why you have to do even the difficult PYQs, because some part of it gets asked, and from some easy PYQs they extrapolate it and make a little slightly tougher ones. That's why PYQs are the most important thing. Okay, so this is the solution. Then let's move next. Yeah, this is the last one from 2023. Let's see this. This is fairly easy. So it says what? For 5 children A, B, C, D, E, any two successive ages differ by 2. Any two successive ages differ by 2. Okay, so A, B, C, D, E. Any two of them differ by 2. Now, as I have told you in arithmetic progression, okay, or you might have learned in arithmetic progression that whenever you have to take odd numbers like this with a particular difference, for example, difference is 2 here all the time, so they are in arithmetic progression, you always take the middle number as something like x, and then you write the other numbers in terms of it. For example, every one of them differ by 2 years. हर कोई अगले पिछले से 2 साल बड़ा है. So this is x, then this becomes x plus 2 and the next one becomes x plus 4. Similarly, if I go back, that is b is will be 2 years younger than c. So x minus 2, this will be again 2 years younger than b, x minus 4. So these are the 5 values that I get. A, B, C, D, E I have got. Now it asks you what is the age of the youngest child. What it is asking you? It is asking you x minus 4 की value क्या है. Ultimately, if you get the value of x, then you will get the value of x minus 4 also. So ultimately the question is x की value बताओ. Correct? Now if you can get to a unique answer to fill here, to fill in this small box, then that statements or those statements together become sufficient, otherwise insufficient. Now let's move forward. So first statement, the age of the eldest is 3 times the youngest. Eldest one, this is the eldest. The age of the eldest is 3 times the age of the youngest. Can you solve this? Of course, it's one variable, one equation, enough to get the value of x. I won't solve it. You understand it? Just getting the value of x, enough. So first statement is enough. Now let's check statement 2. Now forget first statement. The average age of the children is 8 years. Average age is given. How do you calculate average? You add them all and then eventually divide it by the number of children here. So you add them all of them. Now we take it like this so that the addition is very easy. X minus 4, x minus 2, x plus 2, x plus 4. If you add them all, what you will be getting? Minus 4 plus 4 cancel, minus 2 plus 2 cancel. Ultimately, you will be getting 5x by 5 is equals to, what is given? Average is given as 8 years. So you are getting the value directly, that is x is equals to 8 years. Now if x is 8 years, then you know x minus 4 will be 4 years. So basically this is also enough. So both statements on their own are enough to answer this question. So the answer becomes, the question can be answered by using one of the statement. The question can be answered by using either statement alone. This becomes your answer. Okay. So that's it for 2023 PYQs. Thank you.